what is it doing for you that you think it's ruining the lore?
I
What's
don't
up,
I
T?
don't think it has anything. What's up, T? I don't think it cares about the lore at all. I don't think it cares about anything that we've done since Star Wars at all. I think they're just it's almost like they're doing it as a single spot. Like it's just I'm just gonna go and do what I want to do, and don't worry about everything we told you before, or anything like that. We don't care. We're just gonna go with what we want to do.
Mhm.
And I also don't like the fact that they're mirroring the other stuff that like so the original trilogy. They're mirroring the prequels. They're mirroring those things without like giving explanation. Like we thought that this was like important, and it's just something that just happens at any time. You can do anything. So I am starting to get to a point where I'm like, there's nothing that's surprising me. I just feel like they don't care. They're just doing what the story they want us to do, and that's it. If it doesn't fit in, it doesn't fit in. Who cares?
Mhm. The not surprising thing is probably true because I remember I called it like that week one. I'm like, oh, dude, like Quimir, or whatever those
Yeah,
Kai Kamar or whatever. Like, I'm like, he's the Lord, he's the Sith Lord, and
it's the
everyone's
only
like,
one that makes sense though. Yeah, the only one that makes sense. You say,
yeah,
oh yeah,
it could have been one of the moms, it could have been a Coral, whatever her name, Coral or whatever her name is, could have been her, but I was still
wow,
like,
'cause
it's
they're
probably gonna
all
be him.
dead.
Well, supposedly you didn't see her in the dead pile of people. I don't know. So, but I was like, yeah, if it is, you could say, yeah, she snuck out or she's the one that killed everybody. Like, we're still missing a lot of information. I feel like I don't know if it's gonna get to it.
Well,
Like I really
they
think,
killed all of our characters we know. All the characters we know, they killed.
yeah. Which I'm not surprised with that though. I'm like, yeah, all of them are gonna die. Like all of them are gonna die. Um, and I'm okay with that. But I mean, the dialogue is bad. I can't defend that at all. The dialogue sucks. It's just the characters doing stupid things for stupid reasons or for no reason at all. Um,
Like
so it's just
I'm going to turn myself in, and then your opportunity to turn yourself in, you do nothing.
you do the
Like
opposite. You
like
fight.
you fight everybody. Like why are you trying to kill? Like it doesn't make
Yeah,
sense. Like I'm watching the show. I'm like, why are they doing these things? I don't
yeah,
understand what's going on. Why are they doing it?
yeah. Like honestly, like the two characters, the main characters, Osha and May, I care the least about. Like I really don't give a shit. Like give me Soul and give me Smilo Ren. Like I'm more interested about those guys. I'm kind of curious. Like about everything with them. They feel like they're supposed to be the lead characters, but all they're doing is they're telling other people's story, but they're the main characters of somebody else's story. You know what I mean? Like, and that's my problem with it. It's like cool, you're there, but you're telling us what happened to Soul. Cool, you're there, and you're telling us why it was how it's Quimar. It's Qimir. Kaimar.
Kimar. That's what I saw.
Kumar?
Kimar.
Yeah, I forgot how to pronounce it.
QI is key, and then
Yeah,
Mar.
yeah. So, like I'm more curious about those dudes than the main characters, Osha and May. So that I feel like is the problem. The dialogue, I feel like, and I know I said to you guys before that I feel like they're trying to say this very cryptic, like cool thing that Star Wars tends to do at times, but trying to force it is cringy and bad, and it's
Mm.
just bad writing, and it's just like not everyone needs to have this like great one liner, otherwise it sounds stupid, which it does for the most part. I saw somebody say like soul means sun, like in a bunch of different
Yeah.
languages. But Quimir, his name in Arabic means moon. I don't know if that's true. I don't speak Arabic. I don't know many people that do. So I would like it sounds cool if that's what it is. One's the sun and one's the moon. Like they're either opposites of each other or they're like somehow siblings, or related. I think that might be kind of interesting. But then again, you take like the two Asian
Related.
characters and you make them related. It's like cool, but
I
you
mean,
know,
come on, this Star Wars. There's not a lot of Asian characters in Star Wars, so yeah, they gotta
no,
be related. You know that.
well,
Only
yeah,
makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah. Soul is Korean. Like he learned English, for this. So he's from Korean. He was in that one Netflix show. Um, I'm having a blank on what it was called. And then what's his name? I keep saying I want to say Jason from The Good Place because that's who he was. It was Manny something. I forgot it was Manny. But I believe he's Filipino. So they're not exactly the same Asian, but
Filipino
pretty
is very far away from everything else. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, no, yeah, 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 yeah. Manny, what was that Jay Quinto? Jay Quinto? Yeah, he's awesome. He's awesome. And Squid Game. Squid Game is the one that Soul is from. Yeah,
Yes.
man,
Okay. I remember that.
Manny's awesome. Yeah, yeah. I mean, is it a perfect show? No. I'm
That's the thing.
still holding out.
Still a lot of stuff that I just don't like.
Yeah.
Like once again, the people you're supposed to care about, you really don't care about.
Is he a Sith? That's my thing. You know,
He
is
said Jedi will call me a Sith. Like
yeah.
this is literally the line that he read.
Yeah. Yeah, but he's not calling him a Sith. So my theory is I believe he's the origins. This is how the Knights of Ren start. And you even like put him to the comic book, besides a different mask, he looks pretty close to the comic book of the Knights of Ren kind of stuff. And I wonder, because he's not a Sith, his eyes aren't a different color, and stuff like that. He's super strong, super powerful in the Force, but he also uses like things from his what is that cort cort what the hell is it called? The Cortuis? It's that stupid metal that like
Yeah.
disrupts blades, and that's from like Knights of Old Republic. That was in that video game. Plus it was in Legends and stuff like that, but I remember it from the video game. So that means like he knows ancient things, so
And how?
how? That's the thing too, is like I want to know who he is, but I don't know. I don't know if he considers himself a Sith. Because would if the Sith is just according to the Jedi, anybody who doesn't use the light side of the Force is a Sith. So then, would all the sisters be Sith? Would all the Night Sisters would they all be Sith? You know, because they didn't use the light side of the Force. They used the dark. They definitely use the dark side of the Force.
They always tap to the dark side of the Force. Yeah, that's true.
So it's like what you call something isn't technically might not be what it is. So that's why he's like, you might call me a Sith. That's how I took it. But but that's like nitpicking, man. It's little things here and there, and it seems like that's the frustrating part is like, well, what do you mean? You know what I mean? And that's my issue with it is like you're toting a line that is starting to get like frustrating. That's the issue I have with it with the narrative, with the writing. Like you're toting this weird line that you never had to do before. Like you're choosing to do it, and you're choosing it to make it all muffled. That's the part that annoys me.
So many things. Jackie, like the whole thing with her didn't make any sense. Why did Soul allow all his Padawan and the other person that he was kind of training get killed? Why did he just allow? Because he didn't stop any of that stuff. There's so many questions. I'm like, why? It
Mhm.
doesn't make sense. Like it wasn't. It was like they're just doing stuff. It's interesting stuff. I'm interested. I'm not saying I'm bored. I
Mhm.
just don't know if I like it as Star Wars. I'm not sure. If
Yeah,
Osha and May are these main characters, what's their motivation in doing stuff? Why would you just say I'm going to turn myself in and then turn around and then fight everybody and want to, not ever just use your words? What the hell's going on with that? And they
yeah,
keep on running away. Like nothing makes sense. And then like I'm like, so what's happening? Why are we doing this? So I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah. That's why I was like, I get what's going on. What's going on is stupid at times.
I liked the lightsaber choreography was awesome.
Mhm.
Um, that's easily my favorite thing about it. Um, sorry. Um, yeah, it's just kind of taking a minute to get like the explanation and like the motive for this character with that reveal kind of like off the ground. It's kind of like just tell it.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I like the set design and the fight choreography. I think that's probably my favorite things about this show. Daphne King's character is pretty cool.
She
Jackie,
was
yeah,
Jackie.
yeah,
Yeah.
easily the highlight of this episode.
Yeah, she was pretty cool in it.
Like, why
Mhm.
you gotta kill her? Why would you kill her? Like,
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I think at the end of this show, the bad guys, are gonna win. Yeah,
Mhm.
how can they win too much because they're still not in power for the next 89 years?
yeah. Well, that's why I think making them the Knights of Ren is the best way to do it, because then they could be gone off doing their own shit, and you can make a separate movie out of it. You can make a separate show out of it, and it's like, here, this is what they've been doing off to the side, like, until Kylo, connected with them,
So it was
Mhm.
just show that it's really been a lie that there's been no Sith for millennia. So just super lie because it's been a group of people that have been around for doing this stuff in the back.
they're not
Back
Sith. They're not Sith. You
Knights of
know,
Ren,
like Kylo was technically not Sith. He was
Sith
he was
adjacent. I'm sorry, Sith
pretty much,
adjacent.
but so are the Night Sisters. So and we got many stories of the Night Sisters, and the Night Sisters are awesome. But they're Sith adjacent, if you want to put it that way too. I mean, the first time we saw Knights of Ren was the sequel trilogy, and it would make sense
Yeah.
why
Mhm.
this show wants to connect things to the sequel trilogy. I'm not saying it's a good thing. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's a good thing because the sequel trilogy sucks ass. But I can understand why they try to do something. Disney's trying to make their created lore bigger. Yeah, that's my reasoning behind it all. I'm not saying it's a good reason. Manny, Jason from The Good Place was fucking yoked. Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Also, that
And
I
then he's able to choke who's May while fighting Soul. What the hell? Like,
yeah, yeah. That man must have spent a whole year on just working on his right arm. Like, because that man's right, I never seen a more ripped right arm
he
ever.
looked like Quagmire off of the episode of Family Guy.
Yeah.
How about the internet? That's what he looked like. Like, guys, I
Kind
gotta go
of
back in. I gotta go back in.
kind of reminded me of Freddie Rodriguez's character from Lady in the Water, the one who like only
Yeah.
worked out one side of his body.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm kind of on my last leg with it, just because it's just kind of taking too long um, to like hook you or get you invested, which I think is one of the worst crimes a show can commit. I think they're banking too much on the fact that it's Star Wars to assume, oh, people keep watching, which obviously I'm doing, but if nothing else, it's for this channel at this point. I'm not really getting too much or as much enjoyment as I hoped I would out of it. This one was probably the episode that I enjoyed the most, just because I thought they really put their foot in the lightsaber duels. Like, that was pretty cool. But they need to kind of get on with it with what exactly is going on. At this point, it's a little too tedious.
Cool. Yeah, that's our thoughts of the show. I don't know. We're just kind of whatever about it. We're not hating on it as much as everyone else, but we're not fully sold on it either. It's just middle at best kind of thing, which is super annoying. Super annoying.
Yeah.
But cool. Yeah, but leave a comment. Let us know what you think about the show. Any theories you have. Brian shot off a few. I have a few with my Knights of Ren thing. If you have something different, let us know. So, but yeah, appreciate all you guys in the replay gang, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button as well. Helps us out a lot on YouTube. And if you're watching live, stick around because we're gonna move on to our next topic for the night.